Shocking new CBP data revealing that Border Patrol agents have released more than 900,000 migrants into the U.S. this year, including a staggering 155,000 in just September alone. On top of that, Border Patrol Chief Jason Owens confirming that on average, agents arrest some 47 people with, quote, serious criminal histories per day. Brandon Judd is the president of the National Border Patrol, and he joins us now. Thank you so much for joining us, Brandon. So tell me how you would define serious criminal histories for our viewers.
Those are individuals that have committed crimes against other persons here in the United States. That could be up to murder, it can be rape, it could be assault. Those are the serious crimes that we're talking about. When you're looking at 47 people per day, that's what we know of because that's what we apprehend. But you also have to consider that there's about 1,000 people per day that are able to evade apprehension. So we don't know who those people are. We don't know what those criminal records are. We don't know if they're coming from countries that want to do us harm, such as Syria, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan. We just don't know who those individuals are. So when you look at 47 people, this is a very serious issue for every single United States citizen, because these individuals are being released and they're going throughout the entire United States. They're not staying on the southwest border.
I'm just so curious because, I think it was wrong when Joe Biden opened our border and reversed all of the Trump-era border policies that I think were keeping our country safe and keeping illegals out. We have data now to prove that there were no known terrorists, zero captured, I think in 2019 or 20, and then now we're at record numbers. We know Chinese spies are coming over as well. Some of them have been caught. But our terror level has never been higher. Our threat has never been higher than right now. And so I'm trying to understand, maybe you had some, Democrat political reasons to open the border, but at this point, it's criminal to put the country at risk like this. Why do you think that even right now, at this moment, he hasn't reversed these policies?
Everything is based upon politics. His litmus is how many people is he going to be able to drive to the ballot box. He knows that if he goes against that base of supporters that wants an open border, he risks not having them to vote for him in the next presidential election. So everything that he does is strictly based upon politics. He doesn't necessarily care about the safety and security of the American people. He cares about what his own personal ambitions are. And that's really upsetting to every single Border Patrol agent that's out there. We put that uniform on every single day. We go out there, we patrol the border. We want to do what's best for the American people. And we would hope that we would have a president that would want to do the exact same thing. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to.
But Brandon, this is increasingly unpopular even with Democrats. So I'm trying to understand the electoral component, unless he plans to turn all of these illegals into voters at some point.
So it is a very important issue for Democrats that are in the middle. But when you look at the hard left, when you look at the base, those are the people that want the open borders. They don't care how much chaos is caused in the United States. They strictly want people to come here. You hear all the time Democrats say, well, these people aren't coming here. They're not going to be able to vote because they're in the country illegally. And that's not necessarily true. All you have to do is look at what D.C. just did in local elections. You can be illegal and you can vote in local elections. Then, of course, when you look at it, if they come here and they're illegal and they marry a United States citizen, now they have a sponsor for that citizenship, which will ultimately lead to be able to vote down the road. That's again, it's all about politics for the Democrats, and that doesn't serve our country.
Yeah, well, you also have all these mail ballots, which increases the chances of fraud. But I tell you what, Brandon, you have a terrorist attack, and I think a lot of those electoral ambitions that the Democrats have will fall apart because the danger we're in is clearly at their feet. Brandon Judd, thank you for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.
Good to be with you, Rachel. Thank you.
You got it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.